So the first thing, now we've got this together, I notice is, this shape not quite as arch as I'd like. What I might want to do is take, of course this would have been better to do before I merged it, but maybe I could take this one, this set of edges, and rotate them just a little bit. That's going to affect that. Yeah, I don't think I really want to do that. I'm going to leave it alone because I want to keep that superior articulating surface basically like that. Let's see what. We're not too bad, but we can fix things as we go. Let's focus on the spinous process like I promised you. So we'll go to the side view here. You can see how this is really thick. And again, when we look at this from a real vertebra, it's not a flat wall back there. So what I'm going to do, let's try first going back to that top view. I'm going to select this face and this face, the two inside faces, and move them posteriorly. Try to give me a little more of a rounded surface, and I'll do the same with this. My one concern is this just feels too thick. So I'm going to grab the face here and the face here and scale them. Now I've got the scale tool. I want to make sure I'm either on the object at this point or the world. One thing when you change these tool settings, it's important to remember to go back and so maybe if I do that and then pull that out a little bit. There we go. I think that will give me a little more, the shape I want. Okay. Now let's go to this side or lateral view. This one seems to be sticking out still, this base one. Maybe I can move that in a little bit. That seems a little more consistent with what I want. Like that. Then let's grab both of these faces for a second. So now with both of those faces selected, I'm going to extrude that and try to get a little closer to the scale and the shape of the spinous process. So we'll get to about there. Then I can hit the letter G to extrude it again. I think I need to just rotate that. Whoops. So I want to make sure when I'm rotating that I'm only using one of the orthographic colors so that I'm rotating and moving orthographically. I don't want to accidentally move or scale multiple axes because that will cause a problem. Do it one more time. So see here, if I grab this, I'm going to rotate, see, a number of different planes simultaneously. So instead I want to grab the red so I can get that angle. Again, I grab you can always undo if you get stuck or if you accidentally drop it, which I've done a lot of times. Then one last move, and here might scale it just a little smaller, and then I'm going to have to do some adjusting. Let's grab this edge at the end of and move it. Now here I need to go back to that component. Let me move it down like that. Grab the other edge here that's at the bottom. and maybe move it a little more like that. And then grab that top edge and bring it down. Maybe take this edge. So again, since I'm in the one setting, the actual geometry, I'm not going to get too literal. I'm going to leave a little gap, like you can see at these places, so that when I hit 3, I'm not shrinking or going too small. And the one problem I see here, there's always a lot of problems as you're starting this. Right up in here, that part. So this edge needs to come down or go in fairly so that we thicken that up a little bit. And then I want to see what that does, how that impacts the canal wall. So I'll move that like that. So I've got this canal wall now looking a little more concave. And I think really both here, I'm going to try to push that back to make the canal a little rounder, make the lamina a little thinner. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong key. And I'll have to unfortunately eyeball this a little bit to see if I can get some symmetry. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Now we'll maybe come back again. Move that a little deeper or more posteriorly. That's a relatively thin boundary, it seems to me. So, not like that. I'm not sure what's going on over here. I'm kind of seeing funky. Okay, so I'm pushing it back so far. There we go. That I'm actually affecting the spinous process, and I want to make sure I don't overlap edges, because then the texture map will never find that. So that's about what I have now as my base. Now if I hit 3, you can see where I'm really pretty soft, and I've got some general funkiness going on here that I'm going to have to address. So we'll stop the tape and then see if we can't come back and tighten this up a little bit more.